Here we go again then. A bit of a fuss beer today, really. Quite a new release from Verdant, I do believe. Am I right in thinking that, Harry?
Yeah, I think it's fairly new. I think it came into shops in my local shop like last Wednesday or last Tuesday or something like that, and I think it's only a couple of days old before that. So it is very fresh and
Yeah.
hype.
And this in question is a can of the raised beds from the gods in Falmouth, Verdant.
Verdant.
Verdant. Verdant. 8% session beer again we've got tonight, mate.
Yep. Session ale.
Session ale. Extra pale ale, golden promise wheat, oats, flaked wheat, and now these two hops. I mean, the new ones to me, mate. I don't know if you want to shed any light on the Jester and the is it Godiva?
I think Godiva I've seen before, or at least I've heard of before. I don't know what to expect though. I've no idea. Isn't this so? It says beneath it UK inspired DIPA, just to annoy Rob. DIPA using just DIPA, just using Jester and Godiva from the Charles Farm hops. So the new hops. But I haven't heard of Godiva. I'm talking shit. Yeah, Jester and Godiva from the Charles. So every single year, sort of back end of the year, Charles Farm come out and with their new sort of hops for the next season. So 2017 is the hops we're using at the moment, the freshest hops, and that's like September, maybe September time. But they only really get released to brewers very early 2018. I think ours came through February. Some people maybe before then. And yeah, so they're just using brand new hops that are provided from 2017 from farms, who are a hop contractor down. They've got I think their main warehouse is down in Worcester.
Okay.
Not a million miles away. Been there once. Yeah.
Cool. And not forgetting the other hops in this: Amarillo, Azaka, and Simcoe. Yeah. London Ale Free. We've got what the dates we got on here then? Best 30. Before 30th.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty young. So
30 to the 5th. Yeah.
That's exactly the same for mine. So this is obviously their first brew of it, their only brew of it.
Yeah.
And a 3 best before.
Fantastic artwork. It's like an allotment, isn't it? Almost allotment sort of thing on there.
With all the blue little water tanks on it.
Yeah. Yeah. 8% ABV, 440 ml as usual.
Drink fresh, hops fade fast.
And I've never noticed this before on their cans as well. They're giving a little bit of a credit to the artwork. Blue Barrels by Max Naylor. I've never actually seen any credits before on their beers.
So I've got this other one, the one I had earlier, Truckee, and they don't put it on there either. So it's just it's just this one. It's this one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get it opened, eh?
Open.
Oh dear me.
Oh, nice. Very nice. She's my Verdant glass. Look at that headlight.
Trademark Verdant look, isn't it?
Yeah. Send it back. It's cloudy.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
Every time I get a beer like this, especially a Verdant beer, you just looking at it, you're mesmerised by the appearance of it. I never get sort of bored of the look of it now. It's great.
It just looks fantastic. It's just like juice, orange juice.
Orange juice, mango juice. It's just, yeah.
I'm getting the tiniest touch of light if you look right at the bottom in the corner of my glass, but you really have to look. But no, it is opaque.
Yeah, just a half a finger suddiness sitting on the top of mine.
Yeah, I've got a fair bit, so I just did a terrible pour, but yeah.
Let's get on those.
It's nice. Wouldn't know, not noticing the ABV on it at all.
No.
Lovely orangey.
Orangey, juicy, fruity. Again, you know, like the appearance, it's got that sort of distinct verdant whiff, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like a guava note. Grapefruit. Piney. Pine. Apple. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, lovely. I think we should dive in on this one,
Yeah.
mate. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Ooh. Got a little bit of kick to it.
It's got like a weirdly kind of like an element of old school in it, like an element of old school IPA about it. Yet the fact it's so super fruity on the front end, it's a little bit old school IPA on the back end with its pininess.
Yeah, pine needles in it.
It's going down dangerously quickly either way.
I mean, next to zero on carbonation, isn't it? So it's sort of ultra soft, almost creamy mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some more info on it if I can. Let's use a good old Untapped. No more info on it. That's about it. But yeah, it's I mean, I don't know what because there's so many hops in it. You kind of wonder what the other hops provide.
What these new hops?
Yeah, you kind of wonder what. I'm gonna see if I can find what Jester and Godiva hops give you. But it's really, really nice. It's lovely and fruity at the start. It's really, really, really lovely and fruity. Mango-y, orangey, tangerine.
I do pick up slightly that 8%, but it's only very slightly. There's no harshness to it or anything like that. But I do get like that little bit of the prickliness to it, almost maybe.
Yeah, like a pithy orange, maybe a pithy. It's like a touch of like lemon about it, like a pithy lemon and grapefruit. What's the other Jester hops? I've managed to find the Godiva hops. Business. So Godiva is the daughter of Jester. That doesn't help the information I'm getting from it. It imparts a very sessionable quality. What does that mean? Let's try and find it somewhere else. Jester for the moment. So Jester is a dual-purpose hop, so either boil or bittering. Boil or aroma. It has no substitutions. It was commercially released actually in 2013. So it's not new. It's just probably unused a little bit. It's not used quite as much. Any info?
So a bit of a mystery then.
Yeah, there's not really saying very much about it. Let me see if I get some. I'll put it through a company I work with.
Well, I mean, I can safely say that I've never had a beer before with them two hops in. So.
Oh, here we go. So Jester is tropical fruit, grapefruit, blackcurrant, and hints of lychee, which is pretty bang on. The alpha acid is 7 to 9%, beta is 4 to 6, and boring information. But yeah, it's more aroma, but it is both, is what you're saying.
Okay.
It's dual purpose. Let me just find Godiva. Nothing. Great. That's helpful. So tangerine and sweet citrus. Yeah. People are saying it's kind of like Cascade a little bit. that's about it.
Okay.
No one seems to have it. Yeah, but it's like Cascade. Yeah, not even YCH. No one has it. That's a little bit more tricky to find out information on it, but yeah, it's nice nonetheless.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's typical Verdant, isn't it? Look, mouthfeel.
Yeah,
that aroma.
it's just like another one of their double IPAs, and it's nice to see them do another double IPA aside from, is it Putty they did and Pulp? I loved Putty.
Yeah. I've had Putty. I've had Pulp, and I really, really did enjoy that. And what's that? That's 7. Is that 7%?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe.
Yeah, I know it's definitely lower than this one. I thought that was absolutely fantastic.
I think I've got another one in the fridge actually, which I'm just going to check because I know it's a double IPA. I'll just check what it is.
Okay. No, it's the same, mate.
It is.
It's the same, isn't it?
Who Unfollowed Me?
Ah.
So that's 8%.
Yeah, DIPA. I'm just looking at my cans. I mean, the pulp is 8.
Yep.
And that fruit car site exhibition, that's 8% as well.
That's what they like to go for.
Well, it's just simple session beers.
Yeah, I suppose like Cloudwater, they always used to go for 9%, and other breweries go for higher or lower for a DIPA, 8.5. Seem to see quite a lot. And when you see like maybe it's what they're set on. Maybe that's just I just noticed it's London Ale 3 on pretty much beers they use that I've got here. What on
the fruit car?
Yeah.
We've got Golden Promise, Wheat Oats, Citra, London Ale 3.
London Ale 3, yeah.
Yeah.
So they fall in love with the yeast called London Ale 3.
Pulp, Extra Pale Ale, Best Ale, Caragol, Wheat, Dextrous, Citra, Equinox, Columbus, USO 5.
Okay. So USO 5 it's good to know USO 5 can go up to that EBV. I didn't know it could. So USO 5, I've used loads of it in the past. It's like a pale ale sort of yeast, but it's high attenuation, so it can obviously do high ABV as well.
Yeah.
No, it's really nice beer.
It is. It's a lovely beer. It really is. It's everything that you want really from a Verdant beer. I think it delivers, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's super fruity. I'm getting lumps now.
Super fruity. that mouthfeel, really creamy, quite dense, isn't it? The mouthfeel is quite dense, and it tends to sort of hang about on the palate.
Yeah, pineapple, pine, mango-y, a little bit of sweetness there, which is nice.
A little bit of bitterness in there. It's not too sweet, is it?
No, it's not too sweet. There's a reasonable amount of bitterness, I think. It's not bitter like an old school IPA, but it's halfway there.
Yeah.
From being a New England style DIPA.
How would you compare it to other Verdant beers that you've had?
It's been a long time since I had a Verdant beer before. Well, other than this, but Truckee. I think it's around about it. It's nice to see them experimenting and going with other hops and stuff. I don't think it's as good as Putty. I don't think it's good as Pulp. But it's something a little bit different. And using, I think possibly more English hops. With Jester and Godiva, I'm pretty sure Jester is Jester is a cross between Cascade, which is itself a cross between Fuggle and a Russian hop. And then its sister is Olicana, which I believe is an English hop. So I could be wrong. But Olicana is similar to summer hops from which is definitely an English hop, which provides you with, you know, summery sort of flavors. Yeah, no, it's nice to see him doing other stuff. I don't think it's as good in general as Pulp and Putty, but it's up there. It's definitely. I mean, we're talking fine margins, really.
There's not a lot in it. I haven't. I think you've probably had more beers from Verdant than I have. But the beers that I have had, I think I've been Pulp. Obviously, springs to mind for me. I've got, I don't know, a bit more. I felt a bit more happier drinking that than this.
Yeah.
So but yeah, we're talking slight margins with sort of, you know, slightly better, not by a long shot. Or like that.
And Fruit Car, that was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
That was I think that was the best for me this year. Fruit Car was. So I think this is, for me, still it's a good solid 4.25 out of 5. It's obviously you don't do ratings, but that for me it's just really is close. And I'd say probably Pulp and Putty are around about 4.5. Well, Putty's definitely 4.5. Pulp's maybe about 4.25 again. But yeah, no, it's really good, really good. I'm happy to have it again though. Either way,
I'd give it, because I become a bit of a fan of the brewery and stuff like that, and what they're doing. It's a 9 out of 10 for me all day long, really. You know?
Yeah.
It's a glorious, smooth experience still, all the same, you know. I'm looking forward to trying. I've still got Who's Deborah and Unlike Stars to try.
Yeah. No, I've got obviously Who Unfollowed Me, the Mosaic and Citra Jobby, and probably a few others actually, which are just tucked away in the fridge somewhere, hidden. But yeah, whenever I see Verdant, I always try and pick some up because they don't always head up this way, and then all of a sudden they've started coming up this way. So Gonzo are getting in a lot, and Gonzo wholesale to the shop I buy from.
Okay.
And funny enough, even though Gonzo wholesale to that shop, they're actually cheaper for me to go up there. It's up in sort of Cannock way, in Burntwood.
Oh yeah.
Chase Town, and yeah, I mean this was £6 for this, so not bad.
What did I pay for mine? I think it was about, might have been just shy of £7. £6.80, £6.90 maybe. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But I know it was definitely over a £5 anyway.
Yeah. Well, I say Vic's really good because obviously he buys a lot of his stuff through Gonzo, and Gonzo will be higher than this, than £6 it was. And Vic will always charge for UK stuff. It won't be really in excess of £7 for a can, but generally everything's around 6 or less. I mean, this was one I bought from him, Who Unfollowed Me, and that was much smaller batch for him. He couldn't get anywhere near as much as what he got of this, and that's £7 a can. This table beer, you would have thought it'd be lower, much lower than what it was, but it's £5 a can. But yeah, still worth it. Yeah,
I suppose you're still getting to quote Sofa King Drunk, a Rolls Royce experience still, aren't you? Because it's, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, it's been made decently by a quality brewery.
Yeah, I think also the final thing to say about Vic Eshet, Simply Local up in Burntwood Way. He, like yesterday when I was in, he gave me 2 beers and he was like, "Here you go, £1.50 each," and they weren't £1.50 each beers. They were a lot more than that sort of beers. And he was like, "Just have them, £1.50," and he was because it's a local brewery, and he's trying to get them off, and you know, more people trying local beer. And I was like, yeah, okay, should have been around about £6 for a bottle, but yeah, happy days.
Cool. Well, I'll just have a quick check on the comments.
Yep.
Valentin George is in the house again. He jumped on mine and Christoph's hang out with us today. So, hello, mate. Thanks for joining
There we
again.
go.
Hi, guys. Hope the beer is good. Yes, it is.
Yeah, the Nefes.
Another comment again from him. A Verdant should be good. I'm full of envy that I can't get my hands on those beers. Rod J. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Rod. And another comment. This one's for you, Harry, from Valentin. Harry, you are not too tanned, mate.
I'm not looking very tanned, am I?
You can't get a suntan in a fucking bar, can you?
The pool bar. The
Pool bar. Is that what?
That's where all the FS was.
FS.
I'll show you your glass quickly. It's just up here. Stuck around the edge of the table. There we go. All the FS. Little 300.
Yeah, our part jobber.
300. Awkward size. Not even 330. 300.
300.
Yeah.
Because cheers.
That's all right. Because they did 300s or 600s, and you had to be like some sort of regular to get 600. And yeah, so it was 300s every single time for me, which is a bit of a pain because it meant it had to keep going up all the time. It goes in about 4 gulps, that does.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice little sort of, I suppose you could say, like a tasting glass.
Yeah, I think if you're having like a smaller lager, it's got plenty of headroom in it as well. So, yeah.
We'll have to get some dodgy lagers to do a box share, and we can put them in there, can't we?
Yeah, it's nice, real ropey ones. Yeah, because I need to see to my local shops and see what they've got, because I haven't been in for a while. There's a Euro shop, well, Russian shop just down the road, and they've got some interesting stuff. Last time I went, I've still got a couple of uploads to do. January time.
I had this one a couple of days ago.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Zigulevskaya.
Yeah, Baltica.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's not bad.
I had that a long time. Is it
I paid just over £1 for it, so I don't mind sort of, if you're buying them sort of beers and you're just paying literally over £1 for it. I don't mind if it's going to be crap, because it's not the end of the world, is it?
Yeah, we wouldn't have it. 25th of December 2015.
And that was it. I did a Bulgarian beer again. It was a Gorka. Something to do with a Gorka. And that was a bit watery. That was. Didn't really like that.
Oh, okay. Sigorka, yeah. I had all the Sigorka, I think, when I was out there. Zagorka, what was it now? Yeah, Zagorka Special. I had that quite a lot. I had Solitschno Weiss, which was Hefeweizen when I was out there. And then I have this other one which I can't pronounce. And I had a Solitschno Pale Bock. And then another one which I can't pronounce. And that was cider. That's about it. I've heard from that.
Seems to be loads of ciders now about, isn't there? That's really sort of dipping its toes into the craft side of things now, isn't it?
I've noticed definitely when you go to Tesco or something, it's just the amount of different ciders you see is crazy. I've got quite a few cider reviews coming up in the next couple of days, and there's just an influx of loads of them. I picked up quite a few recently too, and they're all like super cheap. They're like £1 a can. So yeah, it kind of entices you to buy more and try.
I have been tempted myself though with this like patch of hot weather that we've been having over here. There's nothing other than a decent lager, having a nice cold cider, and I have been slightly tempted to pick a few cans of cider up and give it a go, because there's so much of a selection now. It's good to see.
There's ones from Sheppy's cider, who Stuart always said was like a really good, cidery, and they've got it says like VAT something on it, almost like the Gers Boone or the Gers ones.
Yeah.
But it says VAT 97 or VAT something on it, and those are really good. Sheppy's ones, and Sheppy's never used to can, never used to be in supermarkets, and all of a sudden they're in supermarkets, and they're really, really good stuff. Also, some of the so it's Aston Manor cider. Obviously, Aston Manor do Frosty Jacks and all that sort of stuff.
Frosty Jack.
Yeah, that's a cider to do in the summer.
They sell that in Iceland, don't they? I think the bottle of it for about £3 or something.
Yeah, you can get it at my locals as well. Super cheap. You can actually buy it in my local, which is worrying. But yeah, it's they do Friels. That's it. Friels cider. That's £1 a can, and it's 7.5%. And it's pretty nice though. Had that back in January, so that's good stuff. And they do quite a lot of fruited stuff. Henry Westons are doing quite a few now as well, which are worth trying. But yeah, there's plenty out there in the market now.
Oh, good, yeah, loads. I mean, I know most Tesco's are quite generic, but then you do get sort of differences with sort of regions. And my one, it's you go down the beer aisle and it's quite dense with sort of obviously macro stuff, and then you've got your real ales, and then you've got a bit of the craft sort of going on in the supermarkets. And you look the other side, and the cider sort of shelf, it's nearly as long really as the beer side. It really has grown.
I think you've obviously been to my local Tesco. That's got quite a fair bit of small cider than it used to, and it's all so they've got. When you come down from the main aisle, you've got cider, probably takes up half of one aisle, and it's got fridges as well for the cider too, so you can grab one and go if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Cool. Then it's got non-alcoholic beers, and then it's got craft beers, and then ales, and all of the macro stuff is all down one wall as well. Keeps you away from it or towards it. Yeah.
No, I definitely embrace it. Also, any sort of transformation on supermarket shelves, I welcome it really.
Yeah, I mean, like yesterday, I saw a new beer, and I was like, no, I won't buy it. I've got plenty of other stuff, but it's just because it's new beer. I don't expect it to be fantastic. It's so Badger Ales have done a bit of a rebrand on some of their beers. A very sneaky rebrand on some of their beers.
Yes, I did notice that. I think I picked up a bottle of Thirsty Ferret, and I mean, I used to really. I don't think I've reviewed that, but I know I used to drink a hell of a lot of it way back. And
yeah,
I picked it up and I thought, what's this all about? Definitely changed the artwork. And then I looked a bit more, and I noticed some of the other Golden Glory and
It's it's Poacher's Choice is one I've got. It's become something else now. What's it called? Something Poacher, either way. So I'm going to do a review of that at some point, maybe today, later on, or something.
Poacher's not too bad actually. I don't mind their beers.
Yeah, I think they've got too much stuff in clear bottles, which turns me away from it. And when you see it on tap or something, have it on cask, it's pretty damn nice. But in the bottle, clear bottle, it's not particularly great. But when it's in a brown bottle, it's lovely.
Yeah. And then the old man who likes, is it Tanglefoot? Is that Badger?
I think so, yeah.
He has that in cans.
Oh,
that's a go-to beer. Hey?
Where'd you get that in cans?
Tesco.
Oh, Tesco, okay. I've never seen it.
Yeah, fullback, yeah. It's been about for quite a while, that Tanglefoot.
Oh, okay. No, I've never seen it. Never seen it in cans before.
Yeah.
You can get brown bottles of it and clear bottles.
I think it's in a red can.
Yeah, it looks like that, yeah. Red and black of some kind, yeah. No, I've never seen it before in can. No,
That's one of the go-to beers. he's got sick and tired of Banks's now. He give up with them.
Oh yeah. You saw
even I mean he's like old school, and even he says the beer is shit now.
Yeah.
To give up with it, because obviously you don't get many. I mean, there's still a few Banks's pubs about, but not as many as what there used to be. And the offerings that they have in the supermarket, even he'll say, is just fucking rubbish.
Yeah, you only get the bitter, which I had on that chug, and maybe sometimes you see the mild, but not very often. That's
Is there an amber ale as well?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Yeah, I had Tanglefoot. I was just saying the last time I had Tanglefoot was 23rd of November 2015. Long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to be coming up to 2,000 videos, haven't you, or thereabouts? Or have you passed that?
On actual reviews of stuff, so that'll be a side reviewing, a side video reviewing. Actual reviews I've done a lot, 3,264 actual reviews. But video reviews, I think I'm only about 1,400 maybe. I'm coming up to 15. I've probably done 1,500, but I haven't uploaded it yet. Let's see where I am. So I think uploading wise, yeah, I'm 14-13 at the moment. So yeah, everyone else caught up on me.
Yeah, I mean, you've been doing it a damn sight longer than me, and I'm coming up to about 900, I think.
Yeah, I think I started 2013 is when I started. So, yeah. Well,
Jan 16, I think, for me.
Yeah, I need to hurry up, do some more.
It is quite scary though. You blink and you're doing your next upload and you're looking at it and you're thinking, Jesus, I'm up to that number already, and you're thinking, God, how's that happened?
Yeah. God, yeah. I think for me, like May was, I didn't have very much in May, so I dropped down quite a lot because I was down in Bournemouth for quite a lot of it, and then especially my work now, I don't really see myself having that much because I'm always at work at the moment. So yeah, it's gonna. I think the way I'm going about it now is more sort of quality than quantity. And maybe I'll get in a couple of months' time. I might resort to doing an upload every 2 days rather than every day. But we'll see how it goes. At the moment, I'm trying to push quite a lot out because I just want to get rid of reviews and have them out there off my computer.
No, I'm the same. I've got a little bit of a backlog of videos.
Yeah, it's not a month's worth though.
No, but I mean, I've still got them videos from them 2 bottle shares we did though.
Oh God, yeah.
I did get into the habit of posting them, and then I stopped doing it for some reason, because obviously you sent them to me on Messenger, and I drag and drop and all that malarkey.
Yeah.
So used to turning the camera on, doing the video, and then pulling the SD card out and putting it in the laptop.
Yeah, that's why it's really handy doing these live stuff, because it just gets it done easy.
Yeah, it just on and done with, isn't it? You don't have to mess about with it.
Yeah, and you get live comments and comments afterwards if need be, but live comments, and you get to speak, get to engage with people far more easily.
Yeah, I'll just check the comments again, mate. Terry's quick beer reviews. Hello, chaps. Hello, Tal.
Even so.
Valentine George again. Probably you had only FS and Tabor Gold there.
Yeah, so we had FS, Tuborg Gold. Well, FS was the only one we got on draft. We had Tuborg Gold in a can, Tuborg Special in a can. Buffenti or something like that. What was it? I scroll back through all the FS to find it. Yeah, so Tuborg Gold, Tuborg Special. There was Amsterdam Navigator, which was by FS, and I described it as misery in a can. it was pretty ropey. Let's go through a couple, find it. Yeah, Carlsberg Special, Carlsberg Gold. Oh yeah, Bermonti 100% malt, which is a weird one because it had a ring pull top on a bottle. One of those kind of Baltica.
Yeah.
That was quite nice.
Yeah.
And compared to other stuff, it wasn't as good as Efes because I definitely noticed Efes on draft was way better than what we get over here in a can or in a bottle. It was just super fresh as well because I noticed when I looked at the cans only have a best before of like Verdant style. They're only like 3 months.
Okay.
So it was, it had a packaged on and best before. So it was only 3 months old. And I think when they come over here, they must be, brewed somewhere else because it must be longer.
I think going back to, I think when Peter was living over in Germany, I think he picked a can of the FS Pilsner up. And I picked a can of that, a bottle up, sorry, when I in my local town. And I think that stuff is brewed in Germany.
Okay. That's probably why.
I don't quote me on that, but I'm sure that was mentioned when Peter did it.
Because I noticed, like, I remember having the Efes in a green bottle, and it was like, this is horrible stuff. And then I had it in the can as soon as I got to the hotel, and it was just like, this is, even though it wasn't cold, it was like, this is actually quite nice. And then when I had it cold in the day, made it even better. But after having multiple of them, and it was still kind of drinkable, it was really gassy, which I've never had that problem with beer before, but have with Efes. It was super, super gassy and blew me up all the time. Not just because I was having about 2 litres of it a day or anything like that, but it was pretty. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. But Tuborg Special was definitely the highlight of the holiday.
Okay. Right. Tuborg is better. Valentin George commented. Chris the Butcher, hello, Dean brother. Chris the Butcher, hello. Valentin, Dean, you asked yesterday about our craft breweries. My favourites are Hop Hooligans, Oriole, Hophead, Ground Zero, and Beretta. They are doing a good job.
You say about Hop Hooligans, they came over here. YN Brewery or Hop Craft Brewery brought a couple of their beers over here to the UK and took quite a few to Birmingham. Missed out on them, unfortunately, but yeah, they've been over here just in bottle or can format, but nothing else.
No, it's good to see that Romania have got a craft scene like that. It's great.
Yeah, I'd like to see some more.
I like the names of them as well. I mean, I do like that Hop Hooligans, Hophead. I mean, it's all sort of like, can't go wrong with them sort of names, can you? If you're doing craft beer.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Doing, cloudy beer like this.
Yeah, good stuff. Was there any sort of like English beers over there then when you were?
I mean, there was a craft beer bar-ish. I didn't go to it, but they had some Turkish craft beer, and I didn't get to try it unfortunately because it was a little bit too tricky because they didn't speak very much English. It was going to be a nightmare trying to get a taxi back. So I did see from Untapped and stuff that there were some English beers out there. So they had some Thornbridge stuff. It was Thornbridge core range as we get it, but it was in the 500s. So it's old Thornbridge as well.
Old Thornbridge, but fucking how I miss 500 mils from Thornbridge. Jesus.
Yeah, I know I do.
I used to really, I mean, I still do like their beers, and I will still buy them when they the new release. But I was upline and sinker when everything was 500 mil, their core stuff. It was fantastic. It really was.
So my old local offie, they used to do 4 for £5 with the 500s, and I was always hitting up the Lucas or even the Otto, which was a Doppelbock on 8%.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
about £45 still. Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
And they did. So Lucas, they did loads, and I bought quite a few. St. Petersburg as well was good.
Bayern as well, they're Pilsner.
Yeah. And Jaipur. When Jaipur first came out, it was fantastic. I think the more recent, I've had it in a 330 from Tesco, and I was like, this is ropey. Yeah. It's not the same beer at all. But when you have it on cask, it's phenomenal.
I mean, I can see where they're coming from going down to 330s. You know, that's just like a strategic business move. But you know, from a consumer's point of view, it's like, you bastards, you know.
Yeah, you want more for your money.
Yeah, exactly. Of course you do.
And one thing I've been told actually by a couple of people working in craft beer and supermarkets and stuff is that they're saying that everything is moving to 440. So you know, like a couple of years or last year, I had a moan about Heineken moving to 330s in supermarkets. Well, now you can't really very easily get them in 330s. They're always 440s or 400s. So they've gone down from the 500s to the 330s back to the 440s again. And that's becoming a standardized sort of measure, which is good to see.
I said on my Magic Rock review that I did, that I think it was a session beer from a Small Voice, that's it.
Yeah, that was good beer.
Yeah, I liked it. It was great. And I think I said on the video, it's just, you know, are they the only ones at the time? I think 500 mils. Yeah, I couldn't think of any other UK brewery that would do it.
So I've got my label on my laptop, so that's what I'm looking down. Yeah, it's 500 on mine.
Yeah, I just couldn't think of another UK craft brewery that was dishing out 500 ml cans, because it's normally 440, isn't it? It's the going sort of trend.
It's on the American size, isn't it?
There can only be a handful of breweries doing it though in 500 now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's many. I think it all kind of depends on your kit size. A lot of people like the kit size of your canning line and stuff. A lot of breweries get their stuff canned externally, so that's why we're seeing an influx of 440s. Because not many people can buy their own canning line, so they're just having, you know, them that can, or we can, or whoever the other canning people are, coming in and doing their cans for them. Yeah. It's only really going to be the big boys, I think, that can. No one else really does 500s.
No, I don't. Marble. Do they do their cans in their 440s as well, aren't they?
I haven't had a Marble can for it. I haven't had a Marble beer for a long time since we were up in Manchester when I had it on a cask and keg. When was it up in Marble Arch? And I only had 330s at home from them. So
I'm just trying to go through my cans at the moment. Yeah, Shinyaga 440, Left Hand Giant 440. Yeah, Northern Monk 440. Yeah,
I think
Magic Rock seem to be the only ones.
Yeah, I think maybe
Christian Barrel. What are they? Are they 440?
440s.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's very well. Yeah.
Yeah, just I've got no issues with that. 440 is better than 330, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. I think even on a still water can I've got, that's like a 440, I think, as well. I've got recently.
That went down a little too easy, that did, mate.
Yeah, for double IPA. Down in 40 minutes.
Gone. Could have drunk it quick if I wanted to, but chatting away and whatnot. Yeah. It has got that. It's got that, like all their beers, it's just got that massive drinkability factor to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Really nice beer.
Would you buy it again if you ever come across it?
I probably would.
On a re-release of it?
I probably would. And just see how they work with it. See if they go, because as much as they say, obviously, just a, you know, Godiva Amarillo. I kind of wonder the next time they do it if they're going to tweak it and put like more of a whatever and more, less of something else, and allow the new hops to kind of come to the front a little bit. I'd like to see them, say boil hops and late hops as well. That's something that Cloudwater do. Bittering and aroma. That's one thing that's definitely missing for me from their sort of artwork. But yeah, no, I would buy it again, and it's a really decent price as well for bang for buck. It's a decent price.
I think we'll definitely see these sorts of beers appear again at a later date, like most of the core stuff that they banged out in the early days, wasn't it? The bloom and the headband and stuff when it was in 330s. They slightly tweaked them, didn't they, before they relaunched them into 440s.
Yeah, I haven't had any of the new ones in the 440s. I saw even Chucks Need Water yesterday. I was thinking about buying it and thought, no, let's leave it. And I kind of regret it now because it was the last one left on the shelf. And I remember that being fantastic back then, last year. So it was about April, May time I had it last year. And it was phenomenal. It was really, really good. And I think I had bloom, I had headband and stuff. So I had pulp. I remember the first time I ever had a Verdant beer was, so I had pulp. I was in the Stratford Haven in Nottingham, which is a Castle Rock pub. Had it, and I saw Verdant. I heard so much about it on UKCBF and other forums and stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, let's go for it. I didn't realise it was double IPA, and I had a pint of it. And it was only about 11 o'clock in the morning. And I went, yeah, let's have a pint of it. And it was only like... It was expensive for a pint, but not when you think it's craft. It was £6 for a pint, and that wasn't too bad.
I'd pay that. I'd pay that if I saw it.
Yeah,
easy.
So £6. Yeah, that's fine. And then it was like, oh, double IPA. Okay, let's go slowly on it. And no, that was my first sort of my induction to Verdant was pulp craft.
What a great induction to have, though, isn't it? I mean, one of their best beers from their portfolio has got to be.
Yeah, I think for me that was like it was nice starting off that way, but the same way it was like I've started at the top, and now I've got to like work down onto bloom and headband and everything else like that. But they were still really, really good. And Royal went to high looks as well. That's one that stands in the memory. That was good there.
I haven't tried that one. I mean,
no, I don't think they rebrewed it. Don't know if they have.
My first experience with Verdant was at your gaff, wasn't it? When we had that huddle. Ginge.
This year.
Yeah. I did do a solo review as well, and I weren't that too impressed with that beer. It was all right, but it wasn't.
It was the same when they did their track and field. And track and field was equally as unimpressive. It was good, but not fantastic. But when they do their core range is solid. I just wish, because they're such a small brewery. But
they just can't keep up, can they?
They can't keep up with it. No. And as a result, we see it this sort of early, spring, summer. We see loads of it come in, and then it just died off last year. You just didn't see anything afterwards. Even towards the winter was like nothing. I was like, where's Verdant gone? But hopefully this year they'll get it. They'll have more fermenters or whatever, and they can actually get more beers out. I mean, we're seeing more beers like this, like the table beer, for example. We're seeing more lighter beers, and those there's definitely a big market for them at the moment. Light beers. Lighter.
I'd love them to do an imperial stout in a can.
Yeah.
Okay, now that would be just to play about with. I think they do some keg stuff, don't they? Dark keg stuff, or they have done in the past.
Yeah, I haven't tried anything dark from them. I've only had like super juicy, fruity craziness from.
That's all. It's all sort of like all kept local, isn't it? Really, we will never get to sort of see anything like that. But yeah, it's just a pipe dream. It'd be nice to see a dark beer from these guys available to the masses.
Yeah, well, they've got some mates around the way. Not a million miles away from them, probably about 100 miles away from them, who are pretty good at their dark stuff, which is Verdant Forest.
Yes.
Some of I've got one of theirs uploaded, in fact, today. Midnight Anthracite. That was like crazy. It was a crazy, crazy beer. And some of the ones I did with Brett, those were like madness. I've got some of them to upload. In fact, they were really hard to
he put me onto that brewery himself, really, and Umbrella Biss.
Yeah. Had that, yeah. I think we had. Is it Umbrella Biss? Have I uploaded today? Yeah, Midnight Anthracite came up today. Umbrella Biss came up a couple of weeks back, maybe. Yeah, Umbrella Biss came back in 1401 was my Umbrella Biss, and that was just like I was blown away by it. It was just a crazy beer.
That was a mental beer. That was. I really, really dig that.
And the one that I had with him, I'll find it, and I was just like. It was so hard to drink, but it was so good. What was it now? So Black Forest, Umbrella Biss, Black October, was it? But Black it was October. A bit. When did I have it? No, it wasn't Black October. Black October was a nice stout. So Zur Necropolis was a black double IPA. It was in a can. Don't know. I had that with Stuart. Farmhouse was a Saison, Midnight Anthracite. Chicks Club, the one we couldn't pronounce. Yeah, so this was apparently 9.4%. But it wasn't. It was like tasted like drinking like a 16% beer, but it was said 9.4. So it says we aged Black October in Lefebvre barrels for 16 months. During the process, we blended it into rum, bourbon barrels with Fresh October to modify the peated maelstrom. We panicked again and added figs. This worked wonders, and so Midnight Anthracite was born. Separately, we made our Cambrian root bigger and weird. It became 9.4%. It was soured, and the same salt and licorice were both amped. Deccan Traps was born. We popped 800 litres of Deccan straight into these ex-Midnight Anthracite barrels. 4 months later, this beer was born. And it was just such a crazy beer. It was really hard to drink, and I think Brett and myself both really struggled through it, but it was good. It was really good, but just hard to drink. I think we kind of left it to the end and we were like, oh, do we have to drink it now? It was still good, but it was just so hard and just such a crazy beer. And quite a few people have said that there's lows going on, but it's just too strong and too hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can overwork a beer, is what it
says.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, it sounds like any label. The more words you put on it, ingredient-wise, the more wackier and inviting it sounds. But sometimes that can be
too much.
Backfire on the actual product itself, can't it? And you end up with like a bit of a mishmash of what
what you want.
Too much going on with it. Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice beer anyway. Nice beer, but just too much about it.
Look at the comments. Okay, Barrington has commented, English beers are pretty rare here too. Only London Pride, Spitfire are generally available. Well, there's nothing wrong with London Pride. That's pretty enough, isn't it?
Yeah, no, London Pride's pretty good, solid. I saw one being picked up recently, in fact. Yeah, London Pride and obviously Golden Pride. That's something special. I'm looking forward to that again this winter. Already looking forward to it.
I'm surprised Green King haven't invaded Romania with their stuff.
Don't wish it. Wish upon it.
The original IPA.
Well, they've obviously got their is it 4X or something? Green King 4X or Green King 5X or something, which is a quad of normal IPA. I'll find what it's called. 5X. 5X.
5X.
Yeah, 5X is a barley wine, 12% barley wine. So it's basically 5 times the same beer as what Green King IPA is. And it's 12% ABV. Crazy barley wine. It's super limited release. I mean, there's only been 67 ratings on Untapped of it.
And what are the ratings? What are they saying about it?
They gave it like a 3.9 out of 5, so it's pretty high for Green King.
That's yeah, definitely punching above the weight there, aren't they?
Yeah, that's one of the Green King beers I'd love to try, but I just don't see it about. I don't know anyone who's going to grab one to have in a bottle share or anything. But it's one beer I'd love to review it.
Yeah, it sounds pretty wacky, but yeah, no problem, mate. Yeah. So we'll wrap this up. Basically, it's a bloody good beer. Get out and buy it if you see it around. Really, it's a solid Verdant beer, is it? Really,
absolutely solid. Yeah, it's really good. I think we've said a lot about other beers, but it's a really solid beer nonetheless. Loads of like reasonable amount of tropical fruits, guava, orange, lemon peel, fairly sweet, and then it's got a supreme bit, a reasonably decent bitterness as well.
Yeah,
on the back end,
not too bad bitterness on it.
Yeah, it's a little bit different to putty and pulp, but it's still damn good. That's a 4.25 out of 5 for me. I'd definitely have it again as well if I saw it about. Knowing I probably won't know, but I kind of wish that they would, as I said earlier, about put where they use the hops and how much of, not how much, maybe just like percentage wise of different hops, rather than actually giving the game away too much, because then that would show you where the different hops are used and how much they're used. But yeah, no, either way, I'd happily have it again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm looking forward to maybe seeing it about in the future. Whether they tweak it or not, who knows? We'll see. But yeah, this has been the Verdant Raised Beds Double IPA. I've been joined by my good friend Harry Meadows over at Bluenose Beer Review. So please go and check his channel out. And until next time, we'll see you again. Cheers.